They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Geno. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
I was passing the fucking ferry, man. God damn it.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Smith. It's caught. Block it.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Smith on first down. Man open. It's Goodwin. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Oh, shit.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Tim Patrick is one of my favorite stories in the NFL. A self-made player at every level. He's beat great odds to become a starter in this league. The Broncos love the reliable production he brings them from the number 2 or 3 spot on the depth chart.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. They keep that effort up. You'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Smith now to throw.
Oh, good pick. Fuck, good jam.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Good jam,
and
good
the
pick.
Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 28-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
I see y'all did have Broncos all lined up for me, huh?
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the red zone now, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some room to run now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle and get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
You ain't got nothing to do.
You don't get
So your body going to rest
like
mode.
no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, a pass
They dropped it.
But it winds up falling incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, the last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
What's up? Trying to pep yourself up? Want to do some more Harry Potter? Or?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Might be on to something, huh? Think you on to something?
When the guy that is carrying the ball
So you think you might be on to something?
his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Draw play, Edmonds, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half-step slow, and he ends up running.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Jefferson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, I wish the staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a great return as they're finally able to take it down. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 12-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Wilson on the keeper. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 22 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Sanders connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the draw, here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Rushed forward. It's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Seahawks, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.